it's Slimmbabiii, it's the one and Slimmbabiii, and I'm back with another freaking banger. You dig? If you didn't know, now you know. I'm the one and only Slimmbabiii, Slim the doll, Slim the Barbie, you know. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe because there's plenty more where this came from, okay? Did you hear me? Did you hear me good? Loud and clear? Okay. So yes, I'm the one and only Slimmbabiii. You already see what we're doing by the thumbnail and title. This is a long anticipated video. Like, I was supposed to make this video last year, but I never got around to it. So while I got a little time on my hands, I was like, let me enlighten them on what I went through, my process, you know, everything I felt in that moment. And baby, I'm gonna get you the tea. I'm gonna tell you anything y'all want to know, any questions y'all want to know about, like the birth process, the epidural process, the pregnancy process, like any questions you have, put it in the comment section below and I will answer them in the next video. But before we even get into it, make sure you follow me on all my social medias, always on the screen in the description down below, and make sure you subscribe, click that bell so you'll be notified every time this beautiful brown skinned girl pops up on YouTube. Let's get into the video. Okay, so I already did the video of how I found out I was pregnant and all that good stuff. So that video will be, I'll pop it up on the screen and I'll try to put it in the description down below so y'all can check that out. But ciao. So let me start this. I had a really rough pregnancy. Like, everything about pregnancy was rough. And what people don't tell you is it's not only the pregnancy you're dealing with. Yes, your body is changing. Yes, you have a baby inside of you. Cool. You know, but that's not the part that bothered me. What bothered me the most was the people around me, or the people period. Like, it was something about people I did not like, I did not want to be around, I did not want to deal with. People made pregnancy very difficult for me, very hard for me, very to the point where I was not in tune. I'm just keep it 100, keep it a buck. I was just not in tune. Like, I would go to ultrasounds, and when they put the thing on my stomach, like, I'm seeing it in the inside. I got so many butterflies. I'm super happy, smiling, but on the outside, I'm just straight faced. At first, I thought I was going through postpartum while being pregnant because I heard that's the thing, but I wasn't sure. But I could have been going through it. I don't know. It's just like I wasn't in tune. But I was so sick, like throwing up to the point where I could not work. I cannot work because I couldn't focus at work. I was so sick, tired, and then I'm going to the doctor telling him, like, what can I take for nausea? Because I gotta work. I gotta make this money, you know? Got somebody depending on me. And they kept giving me sleep pills. You can't take sleep pills and go to work. So I had to pick and choose which one I want to do. So when I finally just, like, had to, like, at work, just walk off, throw up, come back, walk off, throw up, come back. You know, it was a point where I thought I was gonna pass out. Like, it was rough. But they, I had been going to this one doctor my whole pregnancy. But at first, beginning of my pregnancy, I went to Kaiser, and then I switched it to another doctor that I found because I kind of liked them better than when I switched to. But I had to go. I started switching when I was going twice a month. So as I was going twice a month, I learned that I was high risk. Had a high risk pregnancy, and they had to induce me. They was like, there's no need to keep the baby in there much longer. So as I'm trying to process all that, you have people doing all this, starting commotion in the background. I tuned everybody out, focused on me and mine. That's the only thing that mattered in that moment. So as I was gonna get induced, they told me to come in at like 8, 9 o'clock at night. So I called. They said call an hour before and let them know you're on your way. That induced, that don't really mean nothing because I called them and it was like, we ain't got no bed for you. I was like, what the fuck? But they didn't have no bed for me. They said, we'll call you when we get a bed. Cool. So they called me about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I went to the hospital, and basically they was like just hooking me up, checking everything, making sure like baby was okay, I was okay enough to have a vaginal birth. So they were hooking me up, and I guess she was very in distress. But she could have been in distress because in that moment I was nervous. I was stressed. Very much stressed. The whole pregnancy I was stressed. That's another story for another day. So they had hooked me up, and they kept, most people can sit like this in the bed. I had to turn on my side. Or if that side was hurting, turn this way. That shit hurt so motherfucking bad. Just turning side to side because everything is like weighing on my hip, and my legs was hurting. That's the only thing that was really hurting. I didn't feel much pain, which is crazy. They was like, so I'm moving too fast. As I'm going through the hours and hours and hours, like they finally induced me. They gave me the IV through the arm, the liquid to induce me. I don't know what the liquid was called. I forgot. So they put it in, whatever. And I feel a little bit of cramping or whatever, but it wasn't nothing like that I couldn't bear. Because when I first came in, I heard a woman, she was screaming to the top of her fucking lungs, like somebody was just stabbing her. And I was like, oh, like, I gotta go through that. No, man, cut this out of me. So, yeah, they put that in my arm. They had started to induce me or whatever to get me to dilate, because I wasn't dilated. I think I was like 1 or 2 when I went there. Probably 1. So they was trying to get me to dilate. And so they put that in me, whatever. And I really wasn't feeling much. It honestly felt like my period. And I said it because ever since I was younger, I've had extremely bad periods to the point where I'm throwing up. I have to put my legs a certain way to because I don't know how to explain it, but when my period comes on, it hurts my legs. Like from my legs down, I feel like it just hurts. Like I can walk and all that, but my legs be hurting really bad. So that's exactly how my childbirth felt. When they said childbirth feels like a period, they were not lying. So they had gave me, I'm moving too fast. So when the like hurting started to happen, it was more so I'm sitting there having a conversation with somebody, and I'm just like, hold on. And then it go away, and I'm like, okay, so back what I was saying. And then I'm sitting there asking the doctor, like, because they kept saying, when do you want to start the epidural? When do you want to start the epidural? And I kept saying, like, I want to wait till the real pain kicks in. Like, when is the real pain kick in? That's when I want the pain meds. Because from my understanding, once you get the epidural, once it runs out, you can't get nothing else. Like, you can't get more epidural. You're going to have to bear with it. If it don't, like, if it goes off, when it's time to push, it just go off. You're going to have to push. And I was like, no. So I waited and waited and waited. So hours and hours passed. It's probably like 1 in the afternoon now. I done been there all night, just sitting. Whole family just coming through. My family, when I tell you my family shut down the waiting room, they shut down the waiting room. Like, I had so many people there, it don't make no sense. Like, my family, it was like word of mouth. They were just telling everybody was just coming. So they had, once I started feeling the pain a little too, like, oh, hold on there, and they kept saying, get some rest. I couldn't sleep. Like, I couldn't sleep because, for one, I was anxious, I was nervous. So they ended up giving me some fentanyl. Yes, fentanyl. They be killing these people out here. But baby, let me tell you, I ain't no crackhead now, but I don't do no drugs, I don't do no pills, I don't do none of that. But that fentanyl felt, baby, that shit put me out. That shit had me sleeping like I was in the motherfucking clouds. I was like, damn, I see why people take this. And they was looking at me crazy because they were trying to give me the fentanyl, and I was like, ain't they killing people out here, baby? I don't want that. They was like, don't worry. This is the right amount, right dose. We know what we doing. This is real. I was like, okay. So, no, most people be like, you can't eat, you can't eat, you can't eat, you can't eat. Baby, they kept bringing me food. They was bringing me breakfast, lunch, dinner. They told somebody in the room, oh, you can go get her food. I don't eat Wendy's. I don't eat all type of shit. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna shit. That's all I was thinking. Like, I'm gonna fucking shit when it's time to push. But hours later, so after I took the fentanyl, I took the fentanyl that they had gave me, and then probably around 6-7 o'clock at night, that's when I had asked her for some payments because my legs was killing me. Like it felt just like my period. My legs was on fire. So they was like, oh, we can give you the epidural now. So as they give me the epidural, one person gets to stand in the room, whoever can take seeing the needle. I didn't see the needle, but I heard the needle's like yay long. And I was like, but when they put it in, they have you sitting on the edge of the bed, you holding on to somebody. They just trying to keep you still in case you move or something. And they put some, I guess you call it dye or something on your back and wipe it off. And when they put it in, it felt like they were drilling a hole in my bone. That's what it honestly felt like to me, but I don't really know what it looked like. I don't know. And then I felt a little string, and the moment they put it in there, baby, it goes, well, not from here, but you don't go from your head, but it goes whoosh. You instantly feel your body numb. I'm like, oh shit. So they do that, and then they lay you back, and they put a catheter. Baby, I can't talk. Don't worry about that part. But they put the thing in for your bowel so you don't pee on yourself, because you can't control your bladder at that point. So they put it in there, and so it's draining the pee to a bag or cup or whatever it goes in. So they put that inside me, and in that moment they had also put something on the baby, like on the top of her head, to keep up with her blood pressure or something like that, to make sure she wasn't going into distress. And we had waited and the doctor kept saying she didn't know if she wanted to do a C-section or wait it out. So that's really why I was waiting so long, because she didn't want to make that call for a C-section, which I get. So after they gave me the epidural, they took a big ball and put it in between my legs and had me lay down. When I tell y'all, the minute my head went boom, I was asleep. I was knocked the fuck out. Baby, I was so tired. Like, and then hours went past. I say I slept for like 3-4 hours. It got to about 2 in the morning. And I woke up and everybody's asleep, and I'm just like, I forgot I was in the hospital, honestly. I forgot I was there. That's how good I was sleeping. I felt like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck going on? And I felt it again, like trying to push. It was like pressure down there. Like, even though my body's numb, I felt pressure. Like, I don't know if I gotta use the bathroom, like what's going on? So that's when I called the nurse, because everybody was asleep. I couldn't tell nobody else to call the nurse. So I pressed the button, she came in. I was like, I think it's time down there. And she was like, no, it ain't time. And then she opened it. She was like, let me call everybody in. Yeah, baby, hurry up. Call them people in. So as she called them in, she's getting prepared. I'm sitting there like, oh shit, this is really happening. Like, I'm really having a baby. I'm like shining. Like, oh my God, what do I do? I'm scared. I'm nervous. Oh, what was I already being a thought? Bobbing a thought. And I was so nervous. But when we got in the room, it was just me, my godmom, my dad, and my mom. That's all that was in the room with me. Don't ask me why, don't ask no questions, mind your business. But yeah, my dad, my mom, and my godmom was in the room with me as I was pushing. I think I pushed for a good 10-15 minutes. At first, I was scared because I had pushed a little bit and I guess the baby wasn't budging. And in that moment, I couldn't feel, because right before she had told me to start pushing, they had gave me a button to press, and I had to sign off for something. They gave me a button to press. I didn't feel shit. I guess it was to release some more medicine in my body so I wouldn't feel. So as she gave me that, I couldn't feel nothing, so the doctor had to tell me when I was contracting for me to push, and I in fact did end up pooping on myself. But they covered it up so fast, like, you don't even know. So at one moment I was pushing and pushing, and I heard her say, like, call them in, call them in. I thought something was going wrong. I don't know what was going on, because she said the baby head was extremely small, which I knew from ultrasounds, because they always said her head was small, but they said they couldn't tell, because they couldn't tell if it was something bad or good, because my head was small, so they wasn't sure. So she called them in because she thought the head was extremely small, and it was like it was all happening so fast. So they came, the baby ended up coming out. She came out really fast, and they put her on my chest, and she was looking around like fresh out of coop, looking around, picking her head up. I was just like, I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. Like, oh my god, this is really a baby. That's all I kept thinking. So they put her on the scale. She was trying to move and everything. I was like, oh baby, these pandemic kids, they're advanced. But yeah, after that, they tried to get me to breastfeed. Baby, first of all, I moved too fast. The baby came out healthy, good. They didn't need the people, but they still let the people come and check the baby just in case, you know, they made the wrong call or whatever. So they came in, they checked the baby, and they was like, oh no, she's hungry. So I tried to breastfeed. That shit hurt so bad. That's what they don't tell you about breastfeeding. When you're breastfeeding, it gives you cramps. Breastfeeding feels like period. Breastfeeding hurt worse than labor to me. Like, that shit hurt so bad. That's probably why I lost all this, because I didn't breastfeed. If I would have breastfeed, I would have had, you know, plumper. But baby, I wasn't going for it. Which I could have really just pumped and dumped, and it would have saved my boobs. But it is what it is. So after that, I got out the bed to get transferred to the room. But I couldn't even feel my legs. Like, when I got up, I was like, whoa. I was like, oh shit, like, I really can't walk. But they ended up helping me. By the time I got to the room, the medicine wore off. I could feel my legs. I was walking to the bathroom. So the aftermath of pregnancy, it does sting when you pee. I guess because I did have stitches, but I had stitches on the inside. I didn't tear on the outside, nothing like that. So, but when you pee, it does burn a little bit. They give you this like bottle, put water in it, and you squirt it, and you pet. Squirt it and pet. And then they give you this spray to help with the stinging. That spray, that was the best thing ever. And the best thing too is they give you these big pads, and you like crack them, and it's like ice. I don't know. That when I was on TikTok, I used to see people freezing pads, and I was like, why don't they need to do that? Why, baby, I should have did that. Ooh, I should have did that. But those pads with the coldness, wonderful. So after that, they come in all the time through the night, so you really ain't sleeping. And then this woman tried to teach me how to bathe the baby. at 3 in the morning. Baby, I'm tired. It was like, matter of fact, it was probably 4 or 5 in the morning when she came in there trying to teach me how to bathe baby. If you don't go over there and bathe that goddamn baby, I forget when I get home, baby. I'm tired. So they come in every couple hours. They give you medicine. They give baby medicine. They check on baby. They check her blood, do stuff like that. And they had made me take a Percocet because they said for the pain, because they were pushing on my stomach to make sure all the blood and from the sac and everything that needed to come out was coming out. So they was pushing on my stomach a lot. So they was giving me Percocet. I don't see how people take that Percocet. I don't like taking that Percocet. I did not like taking that Percocet. I would never take a Percocet a day in my life again. Worst feeling ever. I did not like that feeling. I don't like that out of body feeling, and that's what it gave me. I ain't like that. But that's really the most of the hospital. I got to wear my clothes to make me feel more comfortable, which is good. When you stand up in the shower, you can't really bathe between your legs. You just have to pat between your legs for a while. Then when I got home, everything was really like going with the flow. Like, it wasn't bad. Every 2 hours, wake up for the baby. The baby really sleeps all the time. So I was like setting alarms, like 2 hours. I gotta wake up at this time. 2 hours, gotta wake up at this time. That helped me get through the sleepless nights. But yeah, it wasn't really a bad experience giving birth. Would I do it again? I don't really want no more kids. I can't see that for me right now. Not at all. But trying to think of anything else. I can't think of nothing else. Yeah, I know if you don't know how to breastfeed, like if you ain't had kids no more, they have different programs to help you learn different things. They teach you how to bathe, put diapers on, clean the baby properly, how to bathe the baby, how to take care of the baby. They basically give you the steps to how to take care of baby. They have people that'll come in and teach you these things. You do have to make an appointment for the baby before you leave the hospital. So if you are having a baby, make sure you have a baby, like you have a doctor that you're going to take the baby to, like have that set in stone. So because you're going to have to take the baby to the doctor like within first couple days. They want to make sure she was growing and make sure nothing was wrong, like she was developing and wasn't going backwards. So I did have to take her to the doctor 2 or 3 days after coming home from the hospital. But that's really it. That's really the most part I could think of. Comment down below some more video ideas you would like to see from the kid. Make sure you like this video up, subscribe, click that bell to be notified so you be notified every time your girls post this thing called YouTube. And I'll see you in the next video.